Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Ariel Saboni, the fashion director for Ready to Wear here at Bloomingdale's. Tonight, I am honored to be joined by one of Bloomingdale's favorite designers, Phillip Lim, who will be cooking a meal and making us a much needed cocktail from his book, Than Our Bellies. Welcome, Phillip.
Thank you, Ariel. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you guys for tuning in and spending your precious time with me. I'm grateful for that. And you're absolutely right. We're gonna make a cocktail and we're gonna make a delicious meal. And I think that you guys now have your delicious meal delivered by Fish Cheeks in Bloomingdale. So I hope you enjoy it. I promise you this is gonna be quick and easy and effortless and delicious.
Perfect. Let's get into the cocktail.
Yeah, so we're gonna start with our much needed cocktail because it is 5 or 6 p.m. and it's time. I've never made a cocktail before, so this is my first time.
That makes two of us.
But I think
we're gonna do our best.
We're gonna do our best.
I think we can handle it.
And this cocktail is called the Cheeky Green. It's courtesy of Fish Cheeks, exclusively for Bloomingdale. So you guys are drinking a very special drink. It says here, muddled 5 basils. And I have to remember, since I'm making for both of us,
we're gonna double
everything.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put about 10 of these in here. Leaves, basil leaves, you guys, basil leaves. I'm gonna muddle this. Smells good, this aroma. I love fresh basil.
What else is going in the cocktail?
The cocktail, what else is there? There's gonna be vodka here. We have lime juice and lemongrass syrup and ice. So refreshing, a good transitional drink. And because of the lemongrass, it's gonna be good for you too.
Healthy.
And also, did you guys know that lemongrass is a natural mosquito repellent?
Huh.
And also antibacterial and defense against odor.
Perfect.
Naturally.
Yeah, so, great.
Yeah. So we're gonna do the vodka here.
So how much vodka are you putting in?
Okay, so remind me, we're gonna double everything, right? So this is 2 ounces, so we're gonna do 4.
Okay.
4. So this is...
Make it strong.
1.5. 3. And then we're gonna do 4.5, make it strong.
All right.
Okay. Now we do the lime juice.
Lime juice.
Yeah. And it's 1 ounce per serving, but since 2 of us are here, we're gonna do 2. I'm gonna do 1.5 here, and the other side is 1/2.
So it's safe to say you're not coming out with a cocktail book anytime soon.
You know, I think right now I have too many jobs already.
You're a pretty busy guy.
I'm pretty busy, but you know, I enjoy everything I do, so it doesn't feel like work, you know, and I feel so grateful for that. And now we're gonna do the lemongrass syrup, 1/2 ounce. So just 2 of these. All right, here we go.
Perfect.
Now ice. I think we're gonna go for extra ice because it's gonna be extra refreshing. All right.
I feel like you're doing all the hard work here.
We're gonna shake it up. We're gonna shake things up, folks. This is like that Tom Cruise film, Cocktails, you know?
Never saw it.
You're too young. You're too young. Okay,
excited
I think we're ready.
To try it, though.
All right. Yum, exciting. Okay. Here you go, ladies first.
Thank you.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers at home, folks.
Cheers, everyone.
Thank you so much. Yum.
For your first cocktail, not bad.
Yum.
Pretty delicious.
Yeah.
So if this is your first time making a cocktail, what is your go-to cocktail?
I love a classic dirty martini, vodka martini, because it is a perfect pick-me-up. It's quite sexy too as a drink, so keep it simple and just to the point.
Classic. I
Classic,
love it.
yeah.
Amazing. So do you want to start cooking? Should we get into the eggplant?
Yeah. So now, guys, I'm going to take you into the entree, and I think you guys should have it prepared already. This is an eggplant garlic slider. My recipe from my book, More Than Our Bellies, but because Fish Cheeks is my favorite restaurant, they agreed to convert a vegan version for me. So today we're gonna cook a vegan version of the recipe. So it's really healthy, delicious. It's a crowd pleaser, and I'm gonna show you how today. So let's start. All right. Here's the ingredients for the eggplants. Let's clean this up a bit.
Here.
Yeah.
It's out of your way.
And this one too.
So what kind of eggplant is that?
Okay, good question. So there are many types of eggplants, like there are many types of people in this world, and we're using a Japanese eggplant. A Japanese eggplant is a long eggplant. And this is also an emoji on your phone. And for those who have a dirty mind, you know, vegetables are innocent. So get the mind out of the gutter. It's delicious. And we're going to use 2 eggplants today. And this is going to be a serving for, I would say, 2 people. And what we simply do with the eggplants to start it is we slice off the edges here, like so.
So
Cut it in half.
I would say, how did you get into cooking? Is it something you've been interested in from an early age?
You know, no, actually not. About 5 years ago, I'm that person that would burn cup of noodles. I'm that person that would not remember to move the tin foil off the lid and put it in the microwave. I'm that person.
You've come so far.
Yes, because when there's a will, there's a way. You know, but I grew up with a mom who cooked all our meals. So it was a way of her expressing her love to us and, you know, nurturing us. So, you know, food now is more than just food. And hence the title of the cookbook, More Than Our Bellies, because it is more than our bellies. It's a time when we can connect. It's a time when we come together and we just really have a good time. We eat delicious food. We share food. And what I love day to day is I bring my friends over, I cook for them, and I watch them enjoy. We catch up. It's really time to be present with each other. So that's kind of my love for cooking.
Have you been cooking a lot during quarantine?
I cook like 3 meals a day.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I cook 3 meals a day. Even pre-COVID, I would cook 5 days a week.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, it's quite intimidating when you first start, but when you get into a routine, you kind of know what your pantry is about. You memorize your refrigerator and you just make things up. So it's really fun and casual.
You get comfortable.
You get comfortable and you find your way, you know.
So why did you choose this dish for us tonight?
This dish because it is delicious. It is good for all types of palates. Every time I cook this, people are like, wow, it's great for, we're doing a vegan version tonight. So with this eggplant, once you cook it, it really has that texture of meat, you know, but it isn't, obviously. So it's something easy. It's something easy for you guys to do at home. And it's a sure bet.
Do you normally cook it with meat?
If I felt like meat, I would have a ground pork or ground beef on top of it and sprinkle on top of it too. But this time we're just gonna cook it with fried garlic. Yeah.
Sounds delicious. Yeah.
So what we do is we take the 2 eggplants, we cut it in half, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna blanch this for 5 minutes. But we have Chef Tina here, who is my
sous chef.
My sous chef, the wind beneath my wings, right? And so we prepared that already. So this is what it ends up looking like. And then from there, I'm going to move over to the kitchen where the magic happens here. And with this recipe, it is the eggplants. We have fresh minced garlic. We have soy sauce. We have this Chinese cooking wine called Shaoxing cooking wine. And then we also have brown sugar here. So quite simple. And also we're using canola oil. So again, what I was saying, you would blanch the eggplants for about 15 minutes and you would cut it up in halves. So this is kind of what it looks like here. When it's prepared, it's soft and tender, and even the color has changed. Really beautiful, right? For those who are visual eaters, this is really beautiful.
Why do you blanch them?
Blanch them because the eggplants are hard and I want to soften them up and get them into a good consistency before I quick fry it. Or else if we don't blanch them, then it would take forever on that pan.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So here we go. First, we're going to start with the garlic. We're going to deep fry the garlic. This is the garnish that will go on in the end. And let's see. We're going to preheat this pan. Take a minute to preheat.
And what kind of oil are you going to use to cook the eggplant?
We're going to use, normally at home I use avocado oil because it has a higher smoke point, but today we're going to use canola oil because it's the hardworking oil. And I also brought my chopsticks. I cook with chopsticks, and it's something I learned from my mom. So I carry chopsticks to every kitchen I go to. So we're going to use chopsticks today.
I don't know if I've ever seen anyone cook with chopsticks.
Yeah, it's easy, it's nimble, you pick up the ingredients.
Easy
it's
to move stuff
super
around.
simple, yeah.
Cool.
So we're gonna heat this up. It's gonna take a minute.
Get it really hot.
Yeah. This is my first time doing this, folks, so bear with me. I hope you're enjoying the meal.
You're doing a great job. I feel like you should have your own Food Network show. You're an expert.
Thank you.
Do you watch a lot of cooking shows?
I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with cooking shows, actually.
What are your favorites?
Right now, I'm obsessed with this show on Netflix called Street Food.
Okay.
And they travel to different countries or regions or continents, and they explore all the countries' street foods. The Taco Chronicles, because it's really just about tacos and different regions of different versions of tacos, and Top Chef, all those shows. I think that cooking is so much related to design because it is about building something. With cooking, you're building a flavor profile. Mm-hmm. With design, you're building up a shape, a palette, a color. You're building up something for someone to wear. With cooking, you're building up something to eat.
Very cool. So.
All right, I think we're pretty good. So oil here. I don't really measure everything. There is measurements here, but this is what I do at home. Again, I'm taught by just watching my mother, and it's a pinch here, a dab here, and I think that I just eye everything. All these fancy tools. Okay, you want to coat this pan, and we're cooking with a non-stick today. Let's see, spatula. Okay, we're gonna get the oil quite hot because it's important to get the heat up so it cooks quickly and we don't waste your time. And I think we're ready to start. I'm actually gonna test and pinch a bit first. Okay, good. It sizzles.
That sound means it's ready.
Yeah, that's the happy sound for me. Like we're ready to rock and roll.
Do you eventually add the eggplants to that, or are you just cooking the garlic alone?
No, we're starting the garnish.
Okay.
Yeah, we're starting the garnish, and we're gonna golden brown this garlic, and we're gonna put it aside, and then we'll start the garlic. I mean the eggplants. Yeah.
So what else goes in the garnish besides garlic?
That's it.
That's it. All right.
That's why I chose this also, because it's so simple. Yeah. I'm gonna add a bit more oil.
So what are your favorite dishes to cook at home? You said you were cooking a lot.
Yeah. I love, my style of cooking is home style. So it's a lot of broths, it's a lot of soups, it's a lot of yummy comfort sweatpants type of foods. Yeah. If you were to ever come over, you literally would ask I would ask you to bring your own sweatpants, and then we would just hang out.
Phillip
and
Lim
just chat.
Sweatpants, of course.
Yes, Phillip Lim sweatpants.
No, that sounds perfect. I feel like that's what everyone's looking for right now, just comfort food.
Yeah.
Do you have a go-to comfort food?
Well, yes, I do. The first dish I ever cooked was my mother's chicken basil. And the reason why I even got into cooking, because I missed her so much. She lives in California, and I've been in New York for about 15 years now. And I missed her so much that it got to the point where I could memorize the sense, the aroma of the dish. And the next day, I went to the market, and this is the guy who would burn cup of noodles, guys.
Yeah.
I went to the market to kind of pick up ingredients that I could remember, like this aroma of. And I came home and I made it. I made her basil chicken because I missed her so much. Our memory, because it's like when you get to that point, you dig down deep and you're able to really recollect and remember all these amazing moments. And I was always that one hanging out with her in her kitchen, because I always wanted the food fast, and I always wanted all the food. I didn't want to share,
Are all the recipes in the book recipes that were originally your mom's?
No. It's like, obviously my mom, she's really old fashioned, and she cooks and she doesn't write anything down. So I could ask her for recipes, but she never remembers, because she's like, I don't write anything. And it's just like a pinch there, a dabble here, I cut two of these, I throw this in there.
It's hard.
Yeah. And I even
it never comes out the same.
Never comes out the same. That's why it's like when we refer to the way mother's cooking, it's never the same. You're like, what do you put in there? But I think
they'll never tell.
Well, we'll never know, because that's the secret. Exactly. Cooking should be spontaneous. Yeah. I think,
So you never told us, how did you become such an expert chef after burning a cup of noodle?
Like with everything, guys, there's no big secret. Practice makes perfect. And you have to be persistent. You have to be patient. You have to be humble, because you're dealing with nature. You're dealing with produce. You're dealing with things that really don't really care if you have a bad day. So it's really about patience and persistency and love and intention. I've switched over to chopsticks because it's so much easier to move things around. And I think I'm burning the garlic because...
I was going to say, how brown should it be getting?
Yeah.
Also, you guys can't smell this at home, but it smells amazing.
Gonna move it around a bit.
So how brown is too brown here? Or do you want to burn them?
I don't want to burn it, because what happens to garlic is it gets bitter. It turns from sweet to bitter. And you don't want that, trust me, because bitter garlic is non-edible. Usually, I'm in a test kitchen right now, and I'm trying to feel my way through this because all the flames are different. So we'll get it done. But you see, like, I'm using chopsticks. It's so much more nimble. You know what I mean? You can break, you can break up the particles easily, and it really is such an easy way of not damaging the produce, the ingredients also.
So after you're done with the garlic, do you set this aside to cool?
Yeah, we set this aside to cool, and then we'll start the eggplants. Do two.
So how many recipes are in your book?
I think there are 12 recipes.
Do you have a favorite? Is that like picking a favorite child?
Yeah, it's like picking a favorite child. I think I didn't intend to make a cookbook, and I don't really call it a cookbook. It's just a recipe book. And it's really because my friend Vivian Sasson, who shot all the images, she's an artist, and we did a lot of campaigns with each other. And she's like, you know, look, we should do a project outside of fashion. And she goes, you love to cook. You know, I had her come over when she's in town, and we have dinner. I make her food and stuff like that, you know, and we travel the world documenting the collections and the campaigns. So, you know, throughout our travels, I've documented all marketplaces where, you know, cooking really happens, where food is so important with family and whatnot, you know? And so, so that's how it happened. And it turned into a recipe book, but I call it more about a dialogue between two friends. You know, hers using photography and art, and mine using my recipes. So it's like a love letter between each other.
It's very organic.
Yeah, super organic. And we're almost done here. Sorry, guys. I'm just feeling my way through this kitchen, but I think we're good. Okay. So we're good here. And I'm going to place it in a separate bowl.
And we'll show them what it looks like.
Yeah.
How brown it should be.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you find common inspirations in both cooking and your design?
Definitely. And another secret why I got into cooking, because it was kind of the last laboratory of mine where it was just me. There wasn't a lot of voices in the room. There wasn't a lot of, I need this, I need that, you know what I mean? The creative process, sometimes when things get layered and complicated, it becomes less efficient and it becomes less fun. Right. So with cooking, you stand there and I stand here, and then we chit chat, we talk about our days, we talk about, you know, what are our goals, we talk about just whatever. And then I serve you, and then you're happy, and then we're all good.
Amazing. I love food. I feel bad you're doing all the hard work though.
No, it's easy. I love it. So this is kind of the color now, if you guys can see here. Like, I want to eat this, basically.
It smells amazing. It looks so good.
Okay. We're going to set this aside, and then we're going to start the eggplants. Again,
so you're just starting off by heating this pan? Yeah,
the heating the pan. What we learned from Chef Tina today was when you cook with a non-stick pan too, not non-stick, but a regular stainless steel pan, the key is to really heat up the pan before you toss in the oil so it doesn't stick. And what else did we learn today?
That was a very valuable lesson for me, who's an amateur cook.
What else did we learn today?
The
browning.
When something browns, it's supposed to brown, and then you flip it. So that way it doesn't stick.
Yes, it automatically releases. We learned that today.
Yes, we did. If you guys have any questions for Chef Tina, she knows literally everything.
And if you come by, I might be here assisting her, and we can make you breakfast.
Yeah, I'll be here eating, not cooking.
Yeah, right? All right, so let's heat this up. How are we doing, guys? How are we doing? Are you guys enjoying your meal? I know you can't talk to us back and forth, but I hope so.
You guys at home can ask us questions, so please feel free.
We'd
love to hear from you.
Yeah. Gonna heat this up.
So you're getting the pan hot.
Gonna get the pan hot, heat it up.
Adding oil, and then do you just put the eggplants in like this? Do you slice them?
Yeah, so again, it was pre-prepped. After we cut it in half, we put it in a stock pot for 15 minutes to blanch it out. And after that, we cut it another half. So 2 eggplants, you'll get 8 pieces. So 8 pieces serving for 2 hungry people or 4 elegantly.
We're the hungry people.
We're the hungry people. It's really, really beautiful. And again, it's very visual too, because you can see the eggplants change colors too.
They're so pretty.
Yeah. And from here, it's quite simple. Quick fry, and then garnish, and then enjoy.
So all in all, how long should this dish take you?
Like 25 minutes.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, 25 minutes. But everything is about organization and mise en place.
Yeah. So being efficient.
Being efficient.
Detail-oriented.
Yeah, and hygiene. Hygiene, folks, really important.
Especially now.
Yeah.
So for those of you at home, if you haven't received your meals, you should receive them just in time to enjoy them as we sign off. So they'll be with you shortly.
Okay. Okay, I think now we're gonna start here.
All right, so the pan is hot.
Yeah, the pan is hot. I'm gonna be very generous with the oil because the eggplant's gonna soak everything up. And the eggplant, basically, when it's soft, when it's this soft, it acts like a sponge.
Right.
When we cook it, it expands, and then we release it, it contracts. So it's really dealing with nature. You gotta have respect, be humble, be patient, and do things with love. Okay.
So how long do you cook the eggplants in here for?
I don't know because it's gonna. I have to wait till it browns. It's a visual thing. Yeah.
Got it.
So what I'm gonna do first is place it in there. Okay, we're gonna start with 4. We're gonna cook this for about 4 minutes, and then we're gonna toss in the soy sauce, and then we're gonna move over to the Chinese cooking wine, the Shaoxing cooking wine, and then we're gonna top it off with brown sugar. Caramelize it, flip it back and forth, plate it, and garnish it, and that's it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So easy. So
It's fun, you know?
What are your favorite restaurants in New York?
Fish Cheeks is one of my favorite restaurants. Those of you who are watching and you've never been to Fish Cheeks, it is the best Thai restaurant, I think, in the city. It's on Bond Street, downtown, Bond and Bowery. So try it out. And the food that you're eating is courtesy of them right now. I love El Buco, downtown too.
All the ones near your store.
Yeah, all the ones near the store. Okay, see how it's already browning?
Yeah, that was fast.
Yeah, very fast. So I'm going to...
So you're adding soy sauce.
Adding soy sauce.
How much soy sauce?
This is going to be like a tablespoon and a half. Here. I'm moving over to the Shaoxing cooking wine, 1 tablespoon.
Someone asked the question if you have to use Japanese eggplant or if you could use regular eggplant as well.
Japanese because the shape.
It's smaller.
It's smaller, it's narrow, and it's easier to cook.
Got it.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah, great question, folks. Ask more. There's no such thing as a silly question. Okay, and I'm gonna top this off with brown sugar.
You already put the cooking wine in?
Yeah.
I missed that. That was so fast.
Quick, right?
Yeah.
Cooking. This is the fun, quick, easy part right here.
Yeah.
It's all the prep work with cooking that is really takes a lot of time, or takes up the most time.
I feel like I always end up eating before I even cook my meal because I have no patience.
Yeah. We're gonna. I'm in my head right now. I'm like, okay, Chef Tina's right next to me, and I'm not gonna lift until.
I know, she's watching you.
But it looks delicious. No, you got it.
Yeah.
You don't even need me.
No, I need you. I need you.
For a team, I love it.
Yeah.
The 3 of us, forever.
All right.
I don't know if you want to say that. You're going to find us here pretty often.
Do you cook?
Okay, anytime.
I don't really cook.
Do you cook?
I'm not a great cook. I want to become a better cook.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
What kind of foods do you like, or what is your favorite restaurant also?
I love Italian food.
Yeah.
I live in Tribeca,
nice.
so I happen to eat at Frenchette and La Conda Verde a lot.
Oh, nice.
So those are my favorites.
Nice.
Those look delicious.
See,
I actually
they're
do.
browning already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also love eggplant, so
You do?
I'm so happy you're making
Have you had
this
Japanese
dish.
eggplants before?
I have.
Nice. I think we're almost done.
They smell amazing also.
Yeah. Move it around a bit.
This is so fast and easy.
Yeah, right?
Even I can do this.
You can do this. You can do this.
So someone at home wants to know, where do you shop for your ingredients and what are your favorite ingredients to buy?
I usually cook Asian food, so Chinatown is a very important center for me to cook, to buy in ingredients. I'm gonna turn this off. And excuse me, it just depends on my mood. You know, what everyone does, everyone has a different palate. So I stock my refrigerator with just like things I want to eat. So I'm gonna start plating now.
Okay.
And I go from there. And like when I watch something or I taste something or I see an ingredients that I'm curious about, I'll just experiment, you know? So here we have.
What do you usually make with this, like as a side?
Usually this would be a starter.
Okay.
And then you would go on to just an another entree, and then a side of steamed rice.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we have eggplants prepared here, and I'm gonna garnish it with the fried garlic. So
someone at home is asking you that if you wanted to have another beverage option with this meal, what do you suggest? Would you suggest sake?
Sake is great. Also Sancerre or a sweet white wine.
Okay.
It goes really well with Asian foods. Yeah.
Is the eggplant a little bit sweet from the sugar?
It is, and it complements the wine really well, and the wine, the acidity. But also because we are garnishing it also with garlic, there's a lot of acidity in here. You know, all the flavors really complement each other very nicely, and they balance out. Ooh.
So someone at home also wants to know, how would you reheat this meal if you had leftovers?
You can place in the oven.
Okay.
Just quickly oven, or, you know, as much as we all do, the microwave.
Okay. So pretty easy.
Yeah, pretty easy. It's not a fancy meal. I don't really cook anything fancy. Everything is very hearty, or I want to clean this up. Everything is very hearty and not delicate. Yeah.
Which I feel like is important right now for those of us cooking at home.
Yeah, exactly. And what's amazing is a lot of Asian foods, why the taste profile is so strong and flavorful, because, you know, think about this too. It comes from a very humble place, and it's about preserving food so they don't expire quickly, and you don't have to throw away things. Everything is about preserving foods. So even in the philosophy of cooking Asian foods, it's really sustainable. It's really thinking about balance and harmony, and also not wasteful.
And it'll last you a long time.
Yes, yes. So again, I'm not a chef, and my plating skills need some work, but
I think you're a pretty good chef.
So this is the dish here. Eggplant, garlic sliders. You want to taste?
Absolutely,
Yes.
of course.
I'll give you my guinea pig.
All right.
Yeah. There you go.
Madame.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Knife.
And a knife for you.
All right.
Grab you guys some napkins.
Oh, yeah.
Moment of truth, right?
Moment of truth, guys. Drum roll.
It's delicious.
Yeah?
I love it. So good. I love eggplant.
Yeah. And again, this is vegan, guys. This is
So
vegan.
it's healthy.
It's healthy, but also you have the umami in here. You know, it has that texture.
It's
it
like-
has a sweetness, the
Yeah, it's salty,
acidity, the
it's
saltiness.
sweet. There's some garlic.
Yeah. It's
Has
hidden.
every flavor.
Yeah.
I can't believe you used a burnt cup of noodles. This is like amazing.
No.
You give me hope that I can cook one day.
Ariel, I believe in you.
Thank you.
I believe in you.
Amazing. Do you want to try this? I feel like I'm gonna end up eating all of it.
It's all yours.
Thank you.
I had a serving already. I did practice.
Does anyone else at home have any other questions for us?
Are you guys enjoying the meal?
Do you think he should have his own Food Network show?
Should I work here part-time? What do you guys think? Hit the reaction button, thumbs up or clap.
I'm trying to see if people are giving you thumbs up. All right, you got a couple. You got a
Oh,
couple.
yeah.
You're invited back.
Okay, great, guys.
So do you ever go live on your Instagram? Like where, I know the cookbook's digital, but like where else can we find the recipes?
Yeah, if you visit my personal Instagram, the real Phillip Lim, I'm always cooking. I have stories on there and I save recipes because
amazing.
people get really upset when I don't save recipes. So
Really?
I have like a little club that, a foodie club almost, you know?
You have followers that follow you just for the food.
Yeah. And then like, I make videos for them, just step-by-step instructions like this.
That's amazing.
And I save the recipes. So when you guys are feeling adventurous or you want something new to cook, click on and it's all saved on these icons for you. There's about 20 recipes on there.
Oh, wow. So tell everyone what your Instagram handle is.
My Instagram handle is the real Phillip Lim. The real one. The real one.
not the fake
Tom,
one and not Tom.
But the real one.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. Everyone at home, please check your emails tomorrow for a special surprise courtesy of Phillip. And tune into Phillip's Instagram to check out more recipes, as he just mentioned. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you. I know your time is so precious and I'm so grateful. Thank you.